Hello, guys, and welcome back to the Football Takes. Splendid week. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we? What? That was beautiful. So I'm going to do a rundown. We're obviously leaving the best for last. Oh wow. West Ham United versus Nottingham Forest. Yeah, that was. I think I called this. I think I called this match. I think I called it 2-1 precisely for this match because I know West Ham was not going anywhere fast, but Nottingham Forest had something to prove and they were trying to like get to the point. And I expected this to be like West Ham could have been more like motivated to play this match had they had won Wolves. That could have brought them, if they had won this match, they could have gone over Nottingham Forest. But losing 3-0 to Wolves, there was no way they get a win in this match. They were obviously going to get battered or get one because obviously Shandai should obviously say, okay, you know what? I'm not doing this stuff with you guys. I'm just going to come and win my match, and I keep stepping. And I think that's what he did. He won his match, and kept stepping. And yeah, I guess that it is. It is what it is.
Then we go to AFC Bournemouth versus Tottenham. I didn't see this one coming. I didn't see this one coming, but I think what this result gave to Bournemouth was like solidifying the fact that that they are a team now to beat. Because I felt as though they just went against these big six teams and get a point or maybe draw them, but obviously go back. I think if that's but because I think they played Chelsea, they drew Man U, they lost to Brentford, and now they are winning against Tottenham Hotspur. I think the pattern still persists. So I don't think, but the fact that they got a win, the fact that they got a win, might mean that Irarela is probably finally getting his act right. Never can tell. Yet to see. But yeah, we help for all of it. But I didn't see this coming. I thought that this was most likely going to end in a draw. But Bournemouth had other things. I think Semenyo had to give them a parting gift, a win in their last 4 to 5. I think it was more like 4 to 5 matches. I think they've been on a very very steep run for a minute now. So I think Semenyo just give them that with a very very crazy strike from outside of the 18-yard box, and that was beautiful. And then we look at Brentford versus Sunderland. Brentford, Sunderland. Igor Thiago with a brace. Igor Thiago, I think it has 16 goals now in the league. That is madness. Like I think I've said this before. I was one of the doubters, and but the guy is something else. And this is their new manager. He has shown that beyond set pieces, he actually knows how to get his team to play right and get these goals. And yeah, they are flying high and they are doing good. So kudos to him. Kudos to him. Crystal Palace versus Aston Villa, a ball draw. That I didn't see that coming. I knew it was going to be a KG match. I think I predicted a 3-1, a bit 2-1. I think 2-1, but I knew it was going to be a KG match. But I didn't expect them to get a draw from that match. These are two high scoring sides. For them to get a draw. Then we look at Aston Everton versus Wolves. And yeah, I think Everton versus Wolves. A draw. I think yeah. I said it before in the preview. I said if Wolves getting anything from this Everton match just solidifies the fact that this higher up should get wary because this Wolves manager has something cooking. He genuinely has something cooking because Wolves have been on a very, very bad run. I think 12 matches before Man U gave them a lifeline, which I thought was a lifeline. But obviously now it seems that this team has finally gotten their acts right. This Manny boy is not just on the wing. He is proving himself. He is announcing himself to the Premier League. And to go 4 straight matches, picking up points in one respect or the other, draws or a win, has to speak to how good this team is. And yeah, I think right now it's no longer about uh, a win, or maybe Man U not playing well on the day, this Wolves team have come to announce themselves. And then if they are able to drag themselves from 2 points to what I think the highest person now in the relegation battle is around 13 or 15 points, I think so. Then it's going to be something wow. It's going to be seriously something wow. But yeah, it's yet to see. I still doubt they're able to do it. I still doubt they're able to do it because that's a long way from home. But yeah, from safety. But yeah, let's watch 4 games and picking up points in every respect in every game is something to watch out for. Fulham versus Chelsea. 2-1 Fulham. Funny story. Speaking to a Chelsea fan after the Liverpool draw, he was like, "Oh, simple Fulham. Why aren't you able to win them?" Speaking about my co-host. Funny how they get a bad three. Funny how they get a bad three from the same Fulham. Is simple Fulham. But yeah, Fulham did their due diligence. Chelsea gave them a hand with their regular, frequently occurring red card. And yeah, who is Fulham not to capitalize? I think if you go into a match expecting Chelsea to get a red card, you shouldn't. No one should judge you because more often than not, they're either bordering on giving you a red card or outrightly giving you one. So yeah, it's what they do. It's what they do. But Fulham managed the game well. Marco Silva brought in some few changes and they changed the game and put Chelsea on the back foot. And yeah, the goal came from Harry Wilson, the most expected danger man, but Chelsea paid no attention to him and he stung, and that was very beautiful goal from him. And yeah, that was Chelsea was basically depending on set pieces to know whether they could get a goal. But I think their only clear cut chance, if I'm not mistaken, was Liam Delap through on goal by a brilliant Cole Palmer dummy. And yeah, he spawned it and that was it. But yeah, but kudos to Chelsea. I would say kudos to Chelsea being the 10 man, being a 1 man down, and still bringing the game to Fulham the way they did just before their goal. The early season in the first half, right? They did that, and they were they were in control of the game. I even had the feeling that they were going to go on to like charge for the win and stuff like that. But they were back on the back foot, and I think the Fulham changes had caused them to do that, and yeah, Fulham found a way to break them and get the win. Very very big this thing to Marco Silva. I think Marco Silva is slowly becoming one of my best managers in the Prem. So yeah, then I look at Man City versus Brighton. I think at this point, 3 draws in 3 matches. It's wild to say the very least because these matches, I think for Brighton's own, it was more of a 50-50 match. Chelsea's own, they were supposed to get a win. That was outrightly supposed to be won by them, but they kept spawning chances or near or secondary chances, if you will, to get the win. But I think they were more lackluster. Alhaven was looking for it to go. Cherokee was just I don't like in the 9 members of that game when they had the chances to win that game when Chelsea blew it open and was going on the attack. Cherokee and Foden should have done more to win that game, but they were just busy vibing, or I don't know what I would call it, but it is what it is. So 3 matches, 3 draws. I think Man City should be. I think the only advantage is that Aston Villa is the one on the chase. So and most times these teams tend to drop off eventually. So it is what it is. The Premier League is so tight right now. I think from fourth to tenth is separated by I think 3 points or something. So it's not really that deep. You could see yourself in tenth the next day if time is not taken. So yeah, I think Man City has to buckle up. I think Andres Semenyo is a good addition, but I don't see much of a difference and between him and Doku. Although it's more of a clinical finisher, I will give him that. But in the sense of like creating space, one more team he played for will had all the space for him to operate with, but I don't think he will find those spaces. Although they could now play outright wingers, Doku and him on the right, because he actually is a good right winger. So it's yet to see. Cherky might most likely be dropping off the team for him to get into it, and probably Bernardo Silva for Doku if because I think Doku, if he's fully fit, no one could replace him in that team. But yeah, I think that's the direction they need to go if they are going to get back into winning ways. But yeah, Burnley versus Manchester United. Burnley at home, Manchester United changing their manager to they're changing their manager to Fletcher. They're in Fletcher. I think this yeah, I know they got a draw, and yeah, obviously it's no longer a big thing for Man U to drop off points to these small boys. But what I'm saying is that I saw Bruno Fernandes in a space where I haven't seen him in a very long time. Bruno Fernandes was playing some proper type of football. When I say proper type of football, I mean he was playing like the Bruno Fernandes and Manchester United, but he was so free, very creative. Like the pass to Shesko, even the pass he gave to Dorgu, when he was urging him in, like he doesn't have to be anywhere else but that final thought. The guy has a vision, and he's like playing the game, and you guys are his kids. It's like coaching. You know when he was in that match specifically though. He had Burnley as maybe the team B and Man U as his team A, and he was coaching his team on how to play the game. So he was totally in control. That was Bruno masterclass. Even as much as it wasn't, they didn't get the win, but Bruno was very, very, very good in that match, and that is. I think what does that show was how strifeful he was under Amorim, like his talent was strifeful under Amorim. But let's see more of whether we get more of that under Fletcher. Although this is Burnley, so you can't actually hold them too much there. But probably the reason for their defensive this thing that caused them to concede 2 goals, but I doubt that's it. Uh, mm, Amorim has also been losing and drawing matches prior to now, so it is what it is. Newcastle United versus Leeds, a proper derby. Although this was 3 Newcastle giveaways. It's like I will give you 3 and then I will still win you. I think that's what it was right there. Because why are you dashing away goals like that? It doesn't make any sense. What's the meaning of that? Why are you giving Malik Thiaw giving away 2 goals? I don't even know how the third one happened, but it was still a mistake from their midfield, and Aronson is doing a legal and putting it on the second post. It doesn't make any sense. You shouldn't be giving away chances like that. But yeah, kudos to them. Bruno Guimaraes at the heart of everything good happening in Newcastle United for this match. He got a goal and an assist and a pre-assist, and that was something. That was definitely something. The beautiful performance from him. They took it down to the wire, but they got it over the line. That was perfect. And yeah, gave it that derby touch 4-3. Been a while we saw that kind of score line, but yeah, derbies do that. And yeah, I will give kudos to him and the boys for their quality performance. Um, then the best for the last. Why do I have my doubters if not to dash their hopes against the rock? Oh, beautiful, beautiful something. It was made in heaven. Who they whom? Manchester came out the blocks, playing their football. Kekes. That's the stuff with Kekes is that I know the matches that Kekes were made for. These are those matches because prior to Kekes has no attacking acumen. Like literally, he doesn't know how he plays lose passes when he gets to the final third. But you see that defensive prowess, the boy is something else. Like I think Saka just got past him once, and that was the only chance that Saka was able to like. Not really, he didn't create the chance because he was behind Zubimendi. I think Zubimendi should have even been pushed, should have pulled out rather than rushing into the post. But he kept him at bay for majority of the match. He was very, very aggressive. He was very, very good on that defense. And yes, these are the matches you need that for, right? These are the matches you need that for. And this, I think I spoke about this when we played Man City as well. We didn't come with this approach. And that was one of the reasons why we got battered in that match. But yeah, this match we were more composed, we were more defensive in the first half, and the second half. Aye, who they home? It was stuff made in Barcelona. It was stuff made in Barcelona. Tick tock, touch tip, 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 tip. Oh. You need an Slot masterclass for that second half. Everything was crisp and smooth. Midfield. Like we played Arsenal into because initially we were passing through their defense like hot knife through butter, and but we weren't trying to like strike on goal or because obviously we didn't have a point of focus having no 9 man, but. But then I think Arteta saw how fast we were passing through the and then had to get more compact. He didn't believe the football happening right in front of him at the Emirates. What? That second half was golden. That second half was golden. And they got off with a very, very close one with that Conor Bradley chip over the keeper. Cody Gakpo, I can't even get down his. I can't go down that route. But he was good in the defensive aspect. Obviously, during those fouls when we were under pressure, he was very good on that. But that strike that came off the crossbar, it has already bounced. Hit it with your left leg. If you miss it, you miss it. If you don't miss it, for you to take 2 touches before striking again, that's beyond me. But it is what it is. He has not been one for his attacking prowess, or yeah. But that could have been the Soboslai moment for this match. But yeah, I know their hearts must have been panting when Soboslai got another free kick, right where he got one at Anfield. But yeah, it wasn't to be. Beautiful one. The match was a very cagey one, but I like the fact that I came out the blocks and I played them quality football in the second half. They were spectacles for the for the better half of the second half. And yeah, it was a very brilliant match. Very impressed by Arne Slot's management of the game. And yeah, very, very good one. Very, very good one. Interesting Premier League game week. Yeah, I think that's a wrap for me. Catch you on the next one. Let me hit that subscribe button if you haven't. I don't know why you haven't. Get in the comments. Let me hear your thoughts on my analysis and my predictions, how they panned out, and how you think where I think I got it wrong or got it right, and what you agree with. Get the conversation in and let's converse on this space. Yeah, thank you very much for that. See you on the next one. Ciao.